it's a very important message we give. We give a message to the Ukrainians that in difficult times we are on their side. We appreciate all the sacrifices they have done. We appreciate the reforms that they have done, and we're very clear on this. Continued reforms means that the process on accession could be started. It's also a very important message to Moscow. Even in difficult times, we are on the side of the Ukrainians and the unity of the European Union. A lot of talking has happened around that. We are on the side of the Ukrainians, and that message to Moscow and to the rest of the world is a very important one and a very clear one.
I'm right in saying when the deal was decided, Viktor Orban wasn't in the room. Is that a problem that he wasn't in the room for European unanimity?
Well, the decision in the Council is always in consensus. And this is a decision that binds the members of the European Union and the members of the European Union. There's 27 of them. And the Union will, on Monday, start the discussions with Ukraine. Now, you can have a lot of questions on what the different ideas were of people who are around the table. What is important is the decision that has been taken. Indeed, what I heard is that President Orban was going to use his veto right. He did not. Prime Minister Orban, right? Let me start again.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. So let's not make him president yet. Okay.
So he wasn't in the room. I mean, to what extent was that a problem? You said that he was going to use his veto rights. He didn't in the end. How did that work?
Well, what I heard indeed is that he was going to use his veto right. What I see is that he did not use his veto right, and the decision in the Council is always a decision which is made in consensus. The importance is what have we decided, what will it lead to? What it will lead to is that the discussions will start on Monday with Ukraine. Now, what are the thoughts that people had around the table? In the end, it's not important. What is important is that a decision has been made and it binds 27 countries.
You're right, so people at home aren't necessarily going to be able to understand the intricacies of how this works, whether or not he's in the room and the deal has been done. But this is the first time someone's been out of the room when the deal has been done. What sort of a signal does that send to Moscow? You said that it's meant to be a signal of unity, but without Viktor Orban, how unified is it really?
Really? It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Because the only thing that matters is, do you use your veto or do you not use your veto? What I see is that the veto has not been used, that it was very clear the decision that is going to be made, and we start. So honestly, I would not lose myself in who was sitting where. Mr. Orban was very well aware of the decision that was going to be made. And the decision that is made is a decision that binds 27 countries. Discussions can start, and the message that is given is a very clear message. We are on the side of the Ukrainians who are fighting for our freedom, who are fighting for respect of their country. And the message to Moscow is also a very clear one. We will not be intimidated. The European unity is there, and we are on the side of the Ukrainians, even at the most difficult moments.
Mr. Prime Minister,